Studio's Boss VE22 review.
An upgrade perhaps from the Boss VE20 if you ask me. We're going to talk about the price, all the new features, the 50 presets. I'm going to do a little singing. I apologize now if the singing isn't quite up to par. I'll do my best to demonstrate what exactly these effects sound like versus going through the microphone bone dry and with the effects on. I want to give you the full idea of what this thing can do, the pros, the cons. Is it right for you? Is it something that's really going to help you in your adventure as a musician? And right off the bat, the first thing I do want to point out that's a major improvement on the Boss VE22 is not only is the Boss VE22 a vocal processor, it is also a USB-C connected audio interface. So if you don't have an audio interface already, if you buy something like this, you have the 2 and the 1 combo. We're going to talk about the price, which comes right in at $354, $370 or so with tax and shipping. The backside over here, we are looking at just a standard XLR for your microphone. You can use either microphone. If you are in the studio, you're likely going to want to use something like this. This is a condenser microphone, as you can see, an MXL V67. I'm using the MXL 770 to record this, which is slightly louder and bigger. Now, if you're going live and you're not in the studio, you're going to want to use something more like this one here, as you can see, which is a dynamic microphone. A Shure SM58 or a Behringer will work just fine. Now, moving on, we have the mic sense, which allows you to turn it up and down. That is extremely touchy, so be very careful with that if you have headphones on, or even if you're doing this live. Cranking that mic sense up is definitely going to really up the power of your microphone. Just something to consider. And then we have the 2 XLR outs. Now, you can have the stereo. If you have 2 things plugged in, you can do the stereo out. If you only have 1 cable, or you just want to have 2 in there, you can also just do the mono out, and you can change that function within the menu here. And then after that, we have the auxiliary and headphone, both 3.5 millimeter. I have added a Bluetooth. This is the Bluetooth. Now you can plug this thing in. I'll put a link down there. You can plug this thing in and it transmits and receives. So if you got your phone with you, you can send music from your phone like YouTube Premium. You can send it here if, of course, you don't have an auxiliary jack on your phone. Then we have the control, which is a 1/4 inch. I don't have the control in this thing. You can buy that. It's sold separately, but it just adds on and so on and so forth. Then we have the on and the off buttons and so on. Now there is a power area for the DC in. Make sure you buy the right one. You can buy it from Boss, or you can get a clone off Amazon, but make sure you have the right one, or you risk running and damaging your unit. And it's also battery operated on the back side there, as you can see. So just something to consider. And of course, this is an audio interface as well, and it's a USB-C connected, so you can skip out with the Focusrite or whatever and go directly with this thing here. Anyway, looking at the front here, all the bells and whistles, etc. On this side over here, we have just the classic headphone line. If you're just going directly in, you wouldn't need these because it would be coming out. On the other hand, you also don't need your 2 or 1 XLR cables. If you're going USB-C and using it as an audio interface, it'll go directly in. It'll go directly into your PC. Okay. And then looking over here, we have the memory button, an exit button, a menu button, harmony, effect, echo, and then 3 buttons down here. Now, these are typically for stepping on. You can push them in. Now, normally with this preset on, it's going to sound like this. And then it will sound like this if you want to push them all in. But basically what I'm getting at here is, well, each of these buttons, and this one as well, are activated when you push them down, but they also toggle and turn. So now you can hear no effect. But let's say you got the effect on. Now you can really hear it. You can also disengage the effect by pushing on that and doing a bypass. Being that this is the bypass here by pushing these two in, or just go back up here and push these down. That's an easier way to do it. So not much to the headphone button up here. This, as you can see, going down and up is the same and correlates here, which is the preset here on the beautiful interface. These three here correlate to here, here, and here. Look, echo, that's your hall, that's your level. Let's turn it up. Hall level being turned up. Chorus depth being turned up very loud, and then your harmony as well, and the key of the harmony as well, but you can turn your harmony off over here, and so on. Now with that being said, like I said, up, down, and so on. So look, we're at 1, now we're at 2, and the effects that are activated are the harmony and the echo, and again, like I said, you can change it, it's very easy. And you can go back down to where you were. So let's say we want to go up to Cathedral. Alas, my love, thou do me wrong to something. You get what I'm saying. The effects are absolutely crystal clear, much better than the VE20. The Boss VE20, which is a bestseller, similar to this, arguably its predecessor in some ways. Well, that was made in 2004. This is made 20 years later, 2024. Something to consider. Now, with that being said, sorry about all the cat hair in the video, kind of gross. With that being said, let's get back up here and here. So when we look at the interface, the main way the interface is going to be controlled is through the menu button, meaning we get to the interface through the menu button is a better way to say it, I guess. So mic, dynamics, memory setting, harmony, effects, echo. Now all three of these are going to correlate to these three effects. But these three buttons correlate to these three. So let's say here with the mic, this is a vertical processing control. As you can see, the three buttons there, or the three dots, factory reset, info, USB. Remember that one, but and then, assign, expansion, output, loop, memory, display. Now most of the stuff, memory, write, memory, order, you're not going to use. The main things you're going to use are this one, factory reset, if you screw everything up. And the other stuff you're going to use is maybe some of the mic, the dynamics, and then mainly these three. The rest of the stuff you're not going to touch too much unless you're a super in-depth type person, maybe you will. But mic is just going to be your mic sense, so we will go up to that because, like I said, whoops, this is backwards, kind of vertical. So mic, and then pushing down on this one because it correlates to this. Just your mic sense if you want to turn it up. But listen how powerful this thing is. Watch, gain is low. Now the gain, I'm whispering. So this would be a great tool for ASMR. If you're really into ASMR, buy one of these. Please do it. Buy it. Click the link. Super, super powerful. And I know my echo voice thing's getting annoying. Low cutoff, mid note. Exit to get out. Very simple. Dynamics. We're just going to get out for a second. Okay, I know that was probably getting a little annoying, but I just wanted you to get a feel for it. Menu. Now we're back there again. Dynamics. That's going to equate to the middle button, pushing it down. SW switch on. So dynamics are on. We want to switch them off. Now they're off. Dynamics. So you can hear a little bit there as far as like the enhancement goes. Then we have compression, and we even have a de-esser, and you can crank all that stuff all the way up, and you can kind of hear it a little bit more. My voice is a little bit more squeezed, and it's pretty cool for what it is. Now, with that being said, you can switch, go back up, and then switch it right off. It doesn't matter. We're going to get out of this anyway. Again, memory setting, I'll just click on it just so you can see it. Not a lot of stuff in there you're typically going to mess with, so we're not going to discuss that in this video. Now, harmony, let's go down to that. We can look at switching it on. Whoops. I do that a lot. Now it's switched on, which correlates again. You can choose your type of harmony. Now the beauty of the Boss VE22 is every effect is customizable down to how many harmonies you want, what they sound like, and the key signature. C, A minor. If you're unfamiliar with music theory, basically we have the parallel key, the major, the minor. So C major, A minor. So the M is always going to equate to minor. Something to remember if you're not huge on music theory. So as you can see, just going through all the keys and so on, no big deal. Go back to C, it's always set C major, A minor. And then over here, all this stuff you can hear. You can kind of hear it, just a little bit. I can kind of hear it in my voice. You can kind of hear it in my voice. Okay, going down, and then your level goes up to 100. Go over one more, and then you can pan it, left 10, and so on and so forth. Meaning you have center, left, and right pan if you're going stereo mode out. Very simple. Let's get out of that twice now. As you can see that it's on, now it's off, and it's just all clean and dry. All right, now with that being said, let's go back to the menu, because basically all this thing is going to be in the menu. The 50 presets singing, go forward in the video if you want to see that and you don't want me to explain all this, you know, Poindexter boring stuff to you. Now, the effects, switch them on. Whoops, I did it again. Switched on, the chorus is on. Let's go down and crank it up. Put it in stereo mode, rate 40, 50, depth. Let's crank it up because I want you to hear the effect for what it is. That's the whole point of this video, is reviewing the effects and everything there. So you can hear it. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the... So yeah, okay, so I'm going to repeat singing that and a few other things a few times. So going back up, I'll go forward one time first. Low cut, high cut, level. Not that important unless, again, you're a specialist. If you're a specialist down to every little thing, then yes, every little thing will be important. But the effects that come on here, effect. Chorus, let's back her up once. Whoops, wrong button. So it starts out with pitch correction, which you can change the modes. Soft, hard, electric, robot, the notes and everything about it. I'm a robot. How do you like that, baby? I'm gonna sneak into your house and mess with your computer. All right, going back up. If you don't know what pitch correction is, I'd probably do a whole video on pitch correction. Otherwise, it'll take too long to explain. But the effects are important, so we're gonna go through those and review them. So pitch correction number 1. Then we have short delay. Let's go down and crank that baby up. Get some feedback in there to the point where it's a wee bit annoying, but I want you to hear the effect. I want you to hear the effect of short delay. Now you heard it. Let's move on. All right. Yeah, I know. I'm being totally annoying, but for the sake of the video. For the sake of the video. It has to be annoying. Let's turn that down a wee bit. All right. Short delay, go up. Now, we are at the chorus effect mode. It's still in stereo. We're still in stereo. Moving in stereo. All right, moving on. You've heard the chorus effect. Flanger. Ain't talking about love. I'm talking about your mom. The flanger effect, even with 25, 50, and 80. Dude, it's super, super powerful. So that you're really going to want to tone down unless you love flanger. All right, moving on the effects. Whoops. And yeah, and you can specialize the level not too. I always go the wrong way. Phaser's like left and right bouncing back and forth. Again, you can specialize this. You can turn up the rate, the depth, the resonation, manual level, etc. But you can hear the, I hope you can hear it. Let's turn that up a wee bit so you can really hear the what I'm getting at here. Because again, the whole point of this is I want you to feel the effects. So now you can definitely hear that. Like I said, we're reviewing the Boss VE22, and what we have here is a phaser effect. You're like, oh my god, that was the worst. Sing, you please, sir, stop singing. Everybody's always like, when I'm just mumbling stuff in these for the sake of demonstration, people leave these long, drawn-out comments like something Shakespeare wrote. Type vibrato. If you're not familiar with vibrato, it's kind of like it's kind of like that. So I'll turn this baby up so you can really hear it. Vibrato. Lord, and through a party at a county jail. Your mama showed up in an old dress. Blah, 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 blah. All right, but you get it, right? You can definitely hear it. My eyes were seeing the glory of the coming of the Lord. The song isn't copyrighted. That's why I keep repeating it. That's the answer why I've done that, and I'll do it a few more times. Moving on. Going up. Let's turn the depth down on that. I mean, I do love vibrato, but the thing is, with any of these effects, they're going to be to the point where they're a bit annoying on some level when it's cranked up, unless that's what you're looking for. And then we get to the distortion. Now, people are wondering, what are you going to use distortion for? Technically, you could record guitar with this thing, but you could also use it for, and I'm cranking this up, and I'm doing it for the sake of, people might want to use this like Screamo. Like I'm whispering right now, but it'd be like, I'm a monster in a Screamo band. But you can definitely hear it. And again, I'm whispering. So if you're looking for an effects pedal for Screamo or roaring or whatever you call it, wailing, I don't know, you can definitely use this pedal for that. So it's something to keep in mind. So yeah, consider that when you are listening and doing this, or listening to this review right now. Anyway, let's go back up. And that one, again, it's very, very touchy. So, and then we get to something which is distortion and chorus. It's a combo. Again, you can specialize it, and then you can do all the stuff with stereo and mono, and even add types of delay and stuff and affect the cuts. So every effect is super specialized. Distortion, chorus. We're doing some distortion and chorus. Now we're doing distortion and flanger. Ain't talking about your mom. Doing distortion and phaser. So apparently people really like distortion and phaser. And boy, is that powerful. It's so, powerful. So this thing really, yeah, you're going to get your money's worth out of this. Let me just say that. This effect, depending. My cat's wailing downstairs. I don't know if you can hear that, but in case you can, my cat likes to make horrendous noises whenever I'm doing anything for YouTube, which drives me borderline insane. Then we have slicers like this in and out transistor type weird effect, transducer effect, kind of like old radio. And then we do have old radio, the lo-fi effect. You can turn it down. I won through a party at a la 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 la. Anyway, let's see here. Going back up, we have one more, I think.
Right, and then we have the lo-fi. This one, it speaks for itself. You can do big samples, etc. Let's get out of this. And then just literally
turn the effects off. All right, so like I said, now reviewing a little more, talking a little more about the pedal itself and what it's battery operated, as we already pointed out. We have 50 different presets, as you can hear, and the battery's getting low, so I'm just going to show you that. So the batteries last 3 or 4 hours, and then we have user, and those go to 99. Meaning you can turn and make presets. You can make 99 of your own presets. So it's just something to consider. Hopefully the battery low button goes off here. So there you go. Whoops. So there you go. 99 and 50. Anyway, getting at finishing this little review here. I love this thing. Now on top of all that, we have the harmony effect, which you can use for the sake of recording a loop. So this is also a looping pedal. Consider that. Now, to engage the loop, now this is bypass, as I already pointed out. But to engage the loop, all you do is come over here. So I want to turn all this stuff off. Now to use the loop effect, it just says hold, and I have done this, but it's a bit tricky sometimes. I don't know why. It just seems like it just is. There, now the loop's on, so you gotta hold that just right to make sure your loop's on. Then you just press this. Now I'm recording. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of Boss VE22. And then stop, press twice. All right, so now it should play by itself. I was assuming, actually, if I go back and loop one more time, it should. So we'll do that one more time. Now I'm recording. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of Boss VE22. But there, you could hear it, that it recorded properly. Stop, press twice. Yeah, that's just now I'm recording. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of Boss VE22. We'll try that one more time with the stuff on. Stop, press twice. All right, now I'm recording. Or we could. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of Boss VE22. Function. And then stop, press twice. Alright, just wait, clear, now hold. I'm recording. There's clear. I mean, sometimes you just gotta hold it longer, and I make that mistake too. So it's something to consider. You hold this down and you wait till it pops up there as you saw, and then you come over here and hold this to record. You let up, it'll play it. That way, you know, you can have like, when you want to engage the function of that 47-second loop or whatever for your chorus or whatever part of song, of course, you're using that as. But yeah, anyway, we'll get to the singing parts and a few other things. Like I said, if you screw this whole thing up, like I did a few times, you can always use this button here. Just go to factory reset, get there, and then you go down here, execute, enter up here, and then factory reset. Off, executing. With all that stuff being said, like I said, I do like the harmony. I do like the fact that you can turn it up, change the key by turning it. Well, that's distortion. I don't listen to that one. Arena, that one's pretty cool. But basically, it's customizable, and the way you customize it with the knobs is all you really need to understand. If you're a guy who wants to use the harmony, the record function of the loop, it's just going to take time for you to get used to properly using that the way you're supposed to use it. Overall, I give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I really love it. I feel like it's worth the money. And like I said, you can use this, a dynamic microphone, or you can use the other microphone as I showed you at the beginning of the video, the condenser microphone for home recording. Overall, I feel like it offers a lot. It's a huge improvement over the old one, plus it's an audio interface. You guys let me know what you think. Thanks for watching the review. I don't know how much editing I'm going to do on this. It's a little bleepity bleeped. But if you have any questions, let me know, and I will go ahead and make a few other videos, how to make custom presets, some comparison videos, this versus the old one, etc. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I don't have a lot of subscribers, and have a great day. All right, all 50 presets, starting number 1 with harmony. Here we go. Rain and night and I worked all day. We both got jobs cause there's bills to pay. Number 2, another harmony. My heart beats like a drum all night. Number 3, triple voice. Don't stop believing. Number 4, cathedral. Alas, my love, thou do me wrong. I forgot the words to green sleeves. We're in a cathedral, right? Number 5, hazy wrapped. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? Number 6, UK garage, and this one's kind of strange, but I love rock and roll. I'll put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Number 7, hyperpop. Hello, my friend, we meet again. Number 8, flanger. Ain't talking about love. Number 9, distortion and flanger. Master. breaking the chains around me.
10, a robot. I didn't really know what to do for robots, so I was like, I'm a robot. I'm trying to sing as a robot. Look at me, I'm a robot. Some of these, I don't know, you might use them, you might not.
But it's cool that the ring mod, kind of a really weird one, nothing I can really sing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding-ding-dong to a ring mod. Sounds kind of like Ring Kim or something.
12, haunted.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, yeah. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
13, harmony. And don't you cry tonight. There's a heaven above you, baby. 14, another harmony. Memories are just where you laid them, dragging the waters till the depths give up their dead. 15, harmony again. Continue with that little tune there, I'm trying to remember. What did you expect to find? Was it something you left behind? Don't you remember? 16, electric. You want commitment? Take a look into these eyes. They burn with fire. 17, double voice. Until the end of time. 18, sixth voice. And I will do anything. I'd beg, I'd steal, I'd die to have you in these arms tonight. 19, 4 plus double. And baby, I want you like the roses want the rain. 20, double. I'm alone again without you. I forgot the rest of the words. 21, rock. I mean, this one's very subtle, but there's a little bit there. So it could be like, we've been dancing with Mr. Brownstone. He's been knocking, he won't leave me alone. 22, pop. Leave me alone. A little bit of a difference. 23, ballad. This one you can really kind of hear what I was getting at with the other one. It kind of really carries. You can already hear it in my voice. With that being said, I'll try to sing something as I was going on. All the way and leave love bleeding in my hands, in my hands. Whoops. 24 is gonna be oldies. Well, that's alright, now mama. That's alright for you. That's alright, now mama. 25, room. She's my cherry pie. Cool drink was such a sweet surprise. 26, we're doing hall now. And don't you cry tonight. There's a heaven above you, baby. 27, arena. And I can't help falling in love. 28, snowy. This one's really kind of like way out there. You can really have fun with this preset. It just, in my opinion, it goes way out there. Now there's a million questions I could ask about our lives, but I only need one answer. 29, cave. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? 30, hip hop. I said a hip hop, a hip hop, you don't stop. I don't know, dude. 31 beatbox. Just beat it. Just beat it. 32 rap. This looks like a job for me. I really don't know the words to that song. There's something there, but 33 trap. I'm still confused on what trap is. We've been living most our lives living in a 34 digicore. And I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking 35 light enhance. Just wanna be with you in the moonlight. 36 of bright enhance. We had broken up for good just an hour before. 37 vibrato. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. 38 chorus. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Let's do that again with, not 38 with chorus, but plus with the harmony on. 39 phaser. I'll keep away from the run around to hip. 40 distortion. Say your prayers, it's a walk. Don't forget my song to include everyone. All right, 41 pitch correct. Let me hold you. I'll never let you go again. 42 chromatic. And I will never fall in love. I don't know a lot of new songs. Let me just say that. 43 harmonica. I wanna live. I wanna give. 44 horn solo. This one's kind of crazy, I think. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. 45 horn solo 2. It's so easy when everybody's trying to please me, baby. 46 radio. And jailbird sing let's rock. Everybody let's rock.
47 lo-fi. I didn't really know what to do with this one, except maybe repeat like something I already did, but
48 slicer, again, not something you can really sing to, but it's an effect you can probably use. But I want you to hear for the sake of the 50 presets, so slice it up.
49 high to low. Oh, that's alright, now mama. Oh, that's alright for you. That's alright, now mama. Any way you do, that's alright.
50 low to high. Memories are just where you laid them, dragging the waters to the depths, giving the dead. What did you expect to find? That's all 50 presets. This thing's awesome for retro oldies to, you know, the whatever you want to call it in the 60s, the rock and 70s, the, you know, thrash metal, whatever, 80s, 90s. Kind of all genres are kind of covered, and then you can adjust them, like I said, as I have the harmony thing on there, right?